What's going on, everyone? I've been able to spend a week with the 2019 Volkswagen Golf GTI, and I've got 5 likes and 5 dislikes coming at you right now. Before I start this thing off, I want you to know that I do have a full review of this vehicle, full detailed review and extended test drive, so if you want to see that, please be sure to check that out for all the details. Starting with my likes, in no particular order, like number 1 is going to be the fact that this is fun to drive. And of course, all of you know that, that's a given, but I had never driven a Golf GTI before, and I'm impressed. So I had high expectations for it after hearing so much about it, and it's been very fun to drive. You've got paddle shifters if you want to use those. You can put it in sport mode. You've got a launch control, and they gave it 8 more horsepower this year. They gave it the brakes from the Golf R and the limited slip differential. So it's even upgraded for 2019. So for launch control, sport mode, hold traction button down for a few seconds, and then it will show, and then your brake torque. There you go. My like number 2 is the excellent cargo space back there. First of all, Volkswagen says that you can fit a full-size bike back there when you fold all the seats down. And once you have them all down, you get into the 50 plus cubic feet range, which is getting close to the Mazda CX-5, which is quite a bit longer than this. So very practical with that, tons of space, and you can drop the load floor down so you even have a deeper area and your stuff won't move around. It's just a really awesome cargo area. And the last hatchback that I was in was the Toyota Corolla hatchback, which I liked that car, but it had such a small cargo area, it was almost pointless to have a hatch that small. My like number 3 is the fact that I've been really comfortable in here. I love these seats. These seats, they're not super plush or anything like that, but they're really comfortable, but yet they're sporty and they hold you in place when you're driving around. And on the lowest trims, you get the Clark plaid seats, which look kind of cool. And on my trim and up, I have the SE trim, and then the Autobahn, you get red stitching on them. And I've had no complaints. And another thing is that passenger even has lumbar support on every single trim level. So that's really awesome. That's something that you sometimes don't even see in other vehicles at all. So that's great. The seats are excellent. My like number 4 is the People First warranty, which is whatever comes first, 6 years or 72,000 miles, bumper to bumper warranty. And it's transferable. So if you're going to be buying this thing used or brand new, that is something that should definitely give you some peace of mind. I'm really glad that they're offering that. My like number 5, it's just a great combination of fun, efficiency, practicality. It's just like you've seen on probably several videos, it's an excellent daily driver. There's no joke about it. It's a split personality vehicle. You can throw a bunch of people, you can throw some people in here, throw some stuff in here, have fun with it, be efficient. It's just a great all-around package. My dislike number 1, in no particular order, and this is something I will comment on any vehicle that I get to drive for at least a week. If there's a rattle, and there's a rattle slash vibration coming from the passenger side, B-pillar kind of up into the roof area, and maybe it has something to do with us having this moonroof up there. I don't know, but there's a vibration at certain speeds that you can hear sometimes. There's like a click sometimes over there, and it doesn't even have to be on a rough road. So that's really disappointing. I hope it's just this particular car. If you own a GTI or you have been in one for a while, comment down below and let me know if you've had the same problem. My dislike number 2, this is pretty small, no pun intended, but the center armrest is really small. It's really low, first of all. I have the seat nearly all the way down and my elbow barely reaches it. You can't have your elbow on there and the steering wheel at the same time. At least most people probably can't. You can slide the armrest forward, which helps, but it's just really low. And then the center console under there is tiny. I mean, it barely fits hardly anything. My dislike number 3 is this is a $33,000 car, the one that I'm in, the SE, and we only have one USB port. There's nothing in the back. There's one USB port here. We've got a 12-volt power outlet, so of course you could plug something else in. But in 2019, people are expecting more USB ports, especially maybe one in the center console, even though it's tiny, or one in the back seat. There's only one. That's another complaint. My dislike number 4 is that we can't have all-wheel drive. And I get that the Golf R has all-wheel drive, so maybe they just, if you want all-wheel drive, they just want you to get that. But the GTI, front-wheel drive only, it does a really good job with traction. We've got the limited slip differential. I haven't had any troubles with that, but it would be nice to be offered, especially since the Mazda 3 hatch is going to be giving us all-wheel drive. My dislike number 5, and some of you probably won't care at all about this, and some manufacturers are now giving a bunch of their driver assist features on lower trims, but with Volkswagen on the GTI, several of them are only available on the top Autobahn trim. And some of those include the adaptive cruise control, the lane keeping system, automatic high beams, the parking steering assistant, and the parking sonars. So something to keep in mind. However, the base S model now for 2019 has an option of getting some of the other things like the forward collision with pedestrian monitoring, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. So that's a plus that the base trim can get that stuff now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Those are my 5 likes and dislikes. Overall, I've had a lot of fun with this GTI. It's a very fun car. It's very practical. Please be sure to check out my full review if you want to see more details or have questions about the car. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.